Progressive Tactical is the premier real-world firearms training facility in southeastern Ohio. Located just south of Cambridge, Progressive Tactical operates a state-of-the-art firearms training academy for private citizens and law enforcement. Classes are held in the spacious training center that includes the most recent video equipment and laser-based target systems. Recently constructed, the classroom atmosphere is bright and cheerful. Heating and air conditioning provides maximum comfort during inclement weather. The range includes an overhead shelter for shooters and enough room to host a large number of students at a time. The range is set up for short and long range accuracy. It's one of the best range facilities in the area. Progressive Tactical is owned and operated by Mark Baker, an active police captain with an Ohio Police Department. His passion for the Second Amendment and the right to own and bear arms is what motivates him in his mission to ensure that the average citizen is able to defend themselves against evil in our society.
Yeah, she's pretty inspiring for a little girl.
Yeah.
She can shoot.
Yeah.
We teach concealed carry classes basically because we want the public to be informed and properly trained. More people should be carrying guns. I'm a huge believer in the Second Amendment. I've had a gun ever since I was a little kid. And I shot rifles, I shot shotguns, I've been hunting. I carry a handgun now. As a law enforcement officer for the last 20 years, been heavily involved in firearms instructor. And the good people out there, I don't have to worry about. They carry a firearm, they're on my side. I don't have to worry about them shooting me. I don't have to worry about them threatening me with a gun, because they're not going to do that. They've went through a background check. They've had everything done properly, and we hope that they've been trained properly and that they practice regularly.
Mark's partner, Herb Gerdeau, assists with the operation and makes sure that the rules are followed on the firing line. Both Mark and Herb are certified NRA instructors. They are also certified by the Ohio Peace Officers Training Commission.
You know, in our classes, we tell people, one, if you're going to carry, you need to practice. You need to practice how you're going to carry. If you carry it in the small of your back, you need to practice drawing from the small of your back and firing from the small of your back, and other positions on the ground, because if you're in a confrontation, you may end up on the ground. So you need to practice, and you need to come to the range often. Wherever it is you shoot, in your backyard if that's legal for you, shoot in your backyard. Practice all the time. Become proficient. If that moment comes when you have to fire a gun at somebody, you don't want to miss, you don't want to hit somebody that you shouldn't hit, that'd be devastating. For their family, for your family, your future is probably gone. Even if it's an accident, you just don't want that. You want to make sure that you hit what you're supposed to hit if you have to do that. How many of you are actually going to go get your permit and carry a gun? Everybody, good. If you're involved in an incident, even if you're right, how many of you can afford to get sued? You need to train regularly. You need to make sure that when you train, if you go to a CCW class, wherever it is you go, that your instructor's qualified. Not just a guy that likes to shoot. He has to have some kind of a background. He needs to be an instructor, has been an instructor for years, got lots of people under his belt. Ask them, is he a good instructor? What does he teach? How does he teach? Is it hands-on? You know, we pass real firearms around in our class. We bring about 20 different pistols. We let everybody handle them. We have dummy ammunition. They load, they unload, all these different types of guns. And you learn. Some of the females, for example, you get a real small compact 45 with a heavy spring in it. They can't manipulate it. They need to know that. That's not the gun for them. They need to have the right gun that fits, that works. They're not afraid of it. They're confident with it. They can use it. We preach it. When they come to the range, we don't just sit in here and let them shoot. We're out there beside them. We offer pointers to them. Let me show you something. Try this and see if this works a little different. It's kind of like with a policeman. You learn something. If it works for you, you put it in your toolbox. If it doesn't, you don't use it. You got to practice, practice, practice. You got to find somebody that knows what they're doing, that'll instruct you, that'll teach you properly. And if you're going to carry all the time. You know, when I stop a car, I pull them over 95% of the time. As soon as I run their plate, if they're the driver and they're the owner, I know they've got a permit. Yes, they have to declare to me by law if they're carrying. So I walk up. If they don't say anything, I probably will ask them, I notice you got a permit, are you carrying? Well, no. Why? Why aren't you carrying a gun? You're legal, you can do that. We need you out there carrying a gun. I know these people are going to help me if I'm in trouble.
I never, as a police officer, will ever fault somebody or be harder on them on a traffic stop because they have a concealed carry permit. I know they have that concealed carry permit. As soon as I stop them and I run their plate, I know they have it. So I'm not worried about them. I wish more people that have the concealed carry permits would carry their weapons.
And if you're in trouble, you can call the police, and I'll get there as fast as I can, but it may not be fast enough. Most of those confrontations go down really fast, and most of those confrontations go down within arm's reach, 3 to 5 feet, statistically. If you're going to be in a gunfight, that's the distance. I wish more people would carry, but I would like for them to carry. It's safer for me, it's safer for them. If they're quality trained, I don't have to worry about it. So more people should carry. Make sure that you're trained. Make sure that you practice. That's it.